I love film photography. There's nothing like it, but it's film. It's an analog medium, it's not digital. If you want to post your film images online or place online orders for prints and albums, you've got to bring those film images into your digital workflow. Now sure, you can get the lab that processes your film to give you digital scans, but you're either going to pay a lot more for quality scans or you're going to get low resolution scans. Me, I wanted to have more control over the scanning process. I recently purchased a flatbed scanner, nothing fancy, I think I paid under 200 bucks, but I did my research and it's a good scanner and I'm happy with it so far. Now if you're looking for a way to do this, maybe this video will help you get started. I take my film to a local lab, but you can also find processing services online. You can send in your film, they do the processing, and they send it back. And it's pretty easy. Now when I order from the lab, sometimes I get prints, sometimes a CD, sometimes I just have them develop the film because it's cheaper that way, and I'm going to scan it anyway. I always ask my lab to leave the roll uncut, and I just do that myself. I mean, I want to make sure that the negatives fit the protective sleeves that I use. For film scanning, I'm currently using a low-cost solution that delivers excellent results. The Canon CanoScan 9000F Mark II. I shoot with 35mm and 120 film, and this scanner comes with holders for both types. You'll also need the software that actually runs the scanner. Now, my MacBook Pro doesn't have a CD, DVD drive, so I had to download my software from the Canon site so that I could install it that way. Other software is available, but I've found that this software works pretty good for my use. Now, when you're scanning prints, you're going to leave this part in. Make sure to remove it though when you're scanning film or it's not going to work. Okay, so first I carefully place the negatives in the holder, and they've got to be facing away from you, so flipped from the normal viewing side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a preview scan, and notice I'm using the advanced mode. The software is smart enough to detect the images, the format of the film, etc. When the previews are displayed, you can scan them all or just select one. Now right now I'm scanning 4 for this example. And you can pick your output settings and image settings, including dust removal, which the dust removal is very effective for color negatives, but not for standard black and white film. It's something you should know. Okay, I'll often make a quick adjustment here or there to make sure the scans aren't too dark or contrasty. And you can save your adjustment settings if you want to use them again, so that's pretty handy. Hit scan, wait for the magic to happen. Now, I've sped this up, but this can actually take a few minutes. So you end up with a digital file from your negative. I will usually import my scans into Lightroom so they become part of my regular workflow. Now be sure that your monitor is calibrated and use a gray card or some other neutral target in one of your shots. This will allow you to get a good color balance. If I've got several shots all taken under the same lighting conditions, I can make color and other adjustments to one and then apply those same adjustments to several in a batch. In Lightroom, that's as easy as selecting the adjusted image, then selecting the others that were taken in the same scene and hitting the sync button. All right, now here are some scanning tips. Make sure you find a good scanner to work with, okay? Do your research. All scanners are not the same, and neither is the software that comes with them. Third-party software is available for use with many scanners, and that might improve performance, but if you start off with a poor quality scanner, you're going to have problems with your scans no matter what. Use the highest resolution setting you're going to need for the type of output you're going for. Okay, now the file sizes can get pretty large, and higher resolutions mean longer scans, so there's no reason to use the highest setting every time. So all in all, scanning film is pretty simple once you get the hang of it. If you don't want to scan the images yourself, you can always have your lab do it for you. Sometimes I'll order a CD of scans along with the film processing. But just keep in mind that unless you order high quality, high resolution scans, you might get low res scans instead. And those end up being pretty useless for anything other than viewing on your screen. So if you're shooting a lot of film, give scanning a try. It puts you in control of your film to digital conversions, and it can save you some money at the same time. All right, we'll see you later.